We spent the last 2 years creating this business. We were given a $1 million loan and a list of rules to follow. 37% of businesses fail in the first 3 years. Will we add to that statistic or come out on top? Let's find out. This is Feeding the Next Gen Roleplay. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. We are here on episode 1, season 3. I can't believe we finally made it to season 3. It has been a fun journey so far. In this season, I got a lot planned, a lot of big changes coming to this series. Oh man, I don't know. This is going to be a big one, I think, because we actually have money now and we can actually do a lot of stuff that I want to do with these potatoes and chickens, I guess. So let's look at that. But first, I got to start up the field work and not waste any time there. Looks like the fast track over here is all done with picking up stones on Auto Sim Cruise field. Oh my gosh, there's a train. Hurry up. Oh man, that was a close one. Well, not as close as my John Deere tractor previously. Now I'm going to give a little behind the scenes on that. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but the John Deere tractor that got destroyed by the train in that one episode, I couldn't get the train to load in. I sat there on the tracks, the train never came, and I even hired the train, tried to buy the train, whatever it is, rent the train, and oh my gosh, there's a truck there. Ooh, man, I should really pay attention to what I'm doing. Just trying to get different angles while I talk. I tried to rent the train and it still didn't work. I was trying to get a nice shot of the John Deere actually getting ran over, but I never did that. Some of y'all might have been wondering that, like, why didn't you just actually go ahead and hit it? And I don't know, it just wouldn't load in for some reason. And then I did some research on it and people said they have had issues with the train getting stuck outside the map. I'm not sure. But anyways, we're over here on Simulation Gaming Universe's field and we got another tractor over here. That one is the one that just got done plowing. I'm going to take over that plow, do some work myself with it. But first, let's see if I even have a course for this. Let's see here if I remember how to do this stuff. It has been a while. A while since I have been on this file. Holy cow, I realize I've been rhyming a lot on accident. Obviously, I did not have that scripted or written down anywhere. But yeah, looks like there's no course here, so let's go ahead and create a job. And 6 headlands. Wow, that's a lot. No, let's do 4. Let's go ahead and generate. Hopefully it works. Don't know. I did 4, but it only took 2. So hey, that's fine with me. Oh well. Well, you know what? I don't think I need this quite yet. There's a reason behind that. I have 2 fields left to plow. That's that Custom Field 1 and Custom Field 2, which is Rambo Hacker Gaming and the Herd. But I got some bad news for them. Those fields are disappearing. So let's go ahead and drop this plow off here. Get some other piece of equipment that I want to use, and y'all will see what I do in a second. We're right over here on Custom Field 2, the Herd, and sorry, it's going to be the first one to go. I don't know. Rainbow Hacker Gaming's field's going to stay there for a minute, but I got really big plans for this field, and that is going to come maybe this episode, and it might be a huge mistake. But for right now, let's go ahead and get some trees moved out of the way because I want some street access to what I am trying to put here. No, okay, there it goes. Wasn't working for a second there. There we go. 2 trees removed. I think that's enough. We got 46,303 liters in here. I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know if I exactly want to store it or just go ahead and go sell it. You know what? Let's go ahead and store it. I think I can put it in the silo over here. Definitely not something realistic putting 2 crops in a silo like this, but I think it should be fine, maybe. Will it shoot in there? No, it won't. All right, let me get it in there somehow. We have a little over 1.1 million liters of potatoes, and I'm gonna go ahead and get those out, start filling up this trailer because it's gonna take a while. A 1 million liter trailer, of course, is gonna take a while. So I'm gonna let that run while I do something with that land. I just feel so bad for what I'm about to do here. I mean, destroying his field and everything, but I swear I'll get you another one, okay? Just bear with me here. And now that I'm doing this, I just realized I might not like what's going to happen because it did not remove the grass right here. So, ooh, can I remove the grass right there? Oh, why is that going up? I don't want that to go up. See how the ground's kind of popping through the road? I do not want that to happen. Come on, get lower. Why is it going higher? You know what? Let's just go like this. There we go. Perfect. Ish. So if y'all haven't figured out what I'm going to put over here, well, let's see here. We got street access. Don't really need street access now that I think about it a little more. Usually whenever you're going to put in some street access to the public, I guess it's going to be a production probably. Maybe a business, but I'm not putting a business in here. I'm putting in a, well, you know what? Change plans. I'll put a business in here. I'll put a business and a production in here. I like that idea. Well, let's go ahead and get his whole field destroyed and leveled out over here, and I think I can make something work. Well, I think I might have just spent like $200,000. Usually I turn the HUD off, but let's look at it right there. $537,000 left. There's a little farmer's market that goes with that production that's in the back left. That production in the back left is for potatoes. It's the potato processing production. We'll look at that in a second. Now, of course, I did go through and add some vehicles here and there, and if, one thing I always like to do is park one sideways or over the lines. You know, people always do that. So I don't put them in there perfectly straight, even though it kind of messes with my OCD a little bit, but hey, we gotta keep it a little real, right? Now, I didn't want to go too crazy with the decoration, so you may notice there ain't overhaul on the decorations as far as ground texture paint and all that stuff. I'm not gonna worry about that. But there's one big issue with this farmer's market. Let's look at that. This farmer's market right here costs $1. That is a very big issue. Now, this is the one I'm using. It's the potato processing mod, I guess, and it's got this little potato factory and potatoes on it. There's also this right here, but I don't know if I want to use this. This is a farm supermarket, but I don't know what that coin thing is out right there. Is that just regular money or what is that? I'm not sure. So I'm not going to worry about that. I believe the farmer's market does everything that this one does, I think. If not, then looks like I got to buy another one. But either way, $1, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and deduct $100,000. I'd say that's pretty good. Well, with inflation nowadays, maybe I should deduct. Well, you know what? This is 2053 technically. So that would cost, what, $2.5 million probably? We'll take out 100,000. We'll come in here to the easy dev mod, hit 100,000 on the remove, hit enter, and let's look at that in the top right. There we go. Hey, perfect. Now we got a finished worker. Let's jump over there, see what's going on there. And I am sorry to the herd for taking out his field, and I'm really thinking this stuff might be a huge mistake because of something we'll see in a little bit. Well, here's the reason for the huge mistake. If I want to make french fries, I need vegetable fat and potatoes. Hey, I got the potatoes, right? Oh, wait, nope. I need premium potatoes first. That's not right. So it looks like it's premium potatoes in here, not just potatoes. So I need to make premium potatoes. Oh my gosh, this was a horrible idea. So many different steps to this. But anyways, if I just want to make french fries, I need the vegetable fat. To make vegetable fat, I need some sort of oil or, hey, look, peas. I guess I can do peas, I guess. And then, of course, to make other things inside here, I need more objects. What is this, like tomato or something? Nope, it's pepper. So yeah, quite a bit of different things are coming into this, and I got to figure out how that stuff works, and I would love to make all these different things. And then, of course, all these different things sell off at that farmer's market, I think. Now, this does not run in parallel, so what that means is if I activate them all at once, they're not going to all run, what it says, cycles per month, but I don't think I'm going to have that issue. But either way, the first thing I want to make is french fries because, like the intro in the past said, they ate all the french fries and chicken nuggets. So eventually we'll look at something chicken related. I don't think there's a chicken nugget mod. If you all know of one, let me know down in the comments. Really would appreciate that. But let's first work towards french fries. And of course, that would mean putting potatoes in there and water. Now, I'm probably going to do an automatic water system. How much water does this even hold? 100,000 liters. Ooh, well, I'll figure something out. Well, first up, I want to go ahead and jump over here to this worker, get it off field, get that finished work taken off from the top there. I think I'm good. I guess I could go through and apply some lime. Not going to worry about that until it's planting time. You know, I guess I need to start looking at different crops too. Wow, I didn't even think about that really until now. And this is why I was filling up those potatoes earlier, because I knew I was going to do something like this, and that is definitely not where I drop it off. I drop it off somewhere else. I drop it off right back here. I wasn't paying attention to how much it holds, but I really do hope it holds a lot. And ooh, only 200,000 liters. I guess I can leave this truck here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put in this big water pump right here. It's just gonna pump free water right out of the ground. So $611? Yeah, $611. We'll put that in right there. And next to that, I'm gonna put in some sort of water distributor. Hopefully I got it. Don't know if I do. And here we go. This is what I'm gonna place in. $5,000 for this water distributor. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna do what it says, distribute water. We'll look at that here in a second. So it holds 500,000 liters, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that on distributing. I got it full with 500,000 liters. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna say the water comes up through here, comes over here, stores in here, 500,000 liters, kind of works as a buffer tank. And then from there, it goes over here to the production or any more productions I get. Let's go ahead and come over here and activate the premium potatoes. Now, this is not going to do anything yet because there is not water in there quite yet. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next hour and it should fill up. And yes, 100,000 liters of water over there, 200,000 liters of potatoes, and looks like it is making some stuff too. We can look down here in the bottom. It's making the premium potatoes, starch, and yes, that's what it's making. Now, what can I do with that other stuff? I mean, there's the starch. Is there anything in here I can use starch for? Yes, it looks like potato soup. So that means I will hold on to it instead of sell it. But man, this thing is huge as far as how much production's going here. But hey, look here, it takes eggs. Only 10,000 liters. That's kind of a bummer. But I do got eggs. Oh, this takes regular potatoes too. Doesn't have to be premium. But hey, like I mentioned, I'm going after french fries first. Now, there's going to be a lot happening this season. Y'all haven't caught that already. We got a large production in on our first episode this season and a place to sell the stuff. But also, I noticed some really big issue with the loan system. We'll look at that in a minute. In this episode, I may be looking at flipping a field. Let's look at that also. First up, here's the loan system. I have no idea why there is no loan there. I took out $1 million loan at the beginning of the series. I have not created a new file, haven't changed anything. Maybe there's an update, don't know. But for some reason, I have not been paying on a loan. We'll even look at the finance tab, part 2. All the way at the bottom, loans, absolutely nothing. All the way back to April, as far as I can see back. I do not like that. I'm very sorry. I didn't catch that. Just a huge accident. We are on year 3, so I guess that means we got 7 years left. Let's just say $700,000 left. Let's go ahead and take out a $700,000 loan. I think I can. I think I can. For the next 7 years. You know what? That's only, monthly payment, $9,398. It was $10,000, so can I up that a little bit to keep it right around the same? You know what? Let's do $800,000 because obviously I haven't been paying much. $800,000. Hey, that looks about right. $800,000 over the next 7 years. Ah, geez. Yeah, sorry, didn't catch that mistake. We'll take out that loan right there. Hopefully it stays on there. I might check this more, but let's look at that field I was talking about flipping. Now we're going to fly over there. I don't know which one it is. It's one of these I can see in the bottom right there. So there's a few fields I want to possibly flip. There's this one right here with sorghum on it. It's coming up on harvest time, which is next month, I believe. It says 4/4 growing still. So next month should be harvest time. That's pretty interesting. I don't have enough money for that. So I was looking at getting a loan, and that's how I noticed I was missing some loan information there. Okay, there's that sorghum field. Let's see what else there is I'm interested in. This large field right over here, I'm really interested in also. It's going to be sunflowers coming up in a couple of months as a harvest time. Still growing, growth stage 6 to 7. And the reason I want the sunflowers probably more is because I can make sunflower oil. Sunflower oil, I believe, is what's used in the potato factory. Plus all these trees right here in this strip right here can make me some pretty good money. I ain't gonna lie about that one. And I do have enough money to buy that field right now. Oh, geez. Wow, I got $1.2 million. Yeah, let's fix that. Sorry. Let's remove 800,000. There we go. We're back down to normal. Oh, gosh, y'all probably looking at that like, come on, when's he going to notice that? And I don't know if I mentioned, but the reason I want the sorghum field is to obviously harvest it real quick and then plant something new on it for the oil. So maybe I'll buy them both. I don't know. I obviously don't have enough money to buy the items to harvest this stuff or anything like that, but I can lease it and I could probably take out a loan. So maybe I'll be buying 2 fields this episode. Let's go see if everything's good so I can skip the month and then I'll look at buying that field possibly. Well, I should probably buy it now before it rolls over. It might end up being harvested next month. I can take a loan for $443,000. That's how much I can take it with. I love this loan system right here because it does not allow you to just keep taking and taking and taking. This goes off of how much value you have in your farm, I guess, the valuation of your farm. And I really like that. So if I don't have any credit or capital in my farm, I can't take out a loan. So I got 2 options here. I could get sunflower oil or canola oil or even just use soybeans to make the vegetable fat. So that's the idea. What I'm working towards here is getting vegetable fat so I can make the French fries. I'm already making the premium potatoes and it also requires vegetable fat. I could easily just go ahead and buy this stuff, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to actually try to self-sufficient all my productions here, I guess, keep them running from the products I make. Give me a little bit more of a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and take out a loan for $443,000. Now let's see how long I should do this loan. I don't know. Does 5 years seem right? Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do a 5-year loan. We'll take that. Now, I will need that money to purchase this land I want to go ahead and buy. So 2 loans out there now. Got loans over $1 million. Wow, that ain't looking good. But, oh well, we'll get them paid off. Maybe. Now I can purchase this farmland 29, which is also field 30. I hate how they're different like that. But oh well, we'll go ahead and buy this for $760. There it is right there. I couldn't find it. Ooh, don't know if that was a good idea or not because I'm down to 113,000. We are now in the month of September, which hopefully is harvest time for our new field we have. Let's go take a look at that. Well, I'm no expert here, but this definitely looks a lot different and it looks like it's ready to harvest. And also it says growth ready to harvest. So hey, we're going to go ahead and harvest this. Now sorghum, I was kind of confused there. I was like, wait, why did I get sorghum? I'm pretty sure I could use that on my chickens. That's the reason I was kind of wanting this field was to use this on my chickens. I'm about out of food for my chickens, even though they're taking something else. I believe I can still use sorghum once they run out. Well, this is what I'm gonna get here. I'm obviously don't have enough money to buy it, so I'm gonna go ahead and lease it. It's gonna be costing me quite a bit to lease still, $17,895. Now I do have the Unreal capacity in there, and I'm sure 900 horsepower might be Unreal too, but I didn't change that any. Then of course here's the header I'm gonna go with. It is the Unreal one, which allows me to do 60 miles an hour. But if any of y'all have ever done that really fast farming with this Colossus harvester, it does not work at 60 miles an hour. It skips way too much, so I'm not gonna do 60, but I'm definitely gonna go fast. Let's lease that for $4,488. And of course I had the shop deliver it all the way over here to the field for me. That is so nice of them. I don't think sorghum has a swath drop-in, so obviously I ain't gonna worry about that. But I am gonna go ahead and knock this out myself. Obviously not gonna take long, doing almost 30 miles an hour here. That's great. While I do this, quick channel update. Well, kind of a channel update for my other channel. So I recently just started doing live streaming on my other channel, and it was a lot of fun. So if y'all are looking for live streams and some longer content, and y'all didn't know, I do have another channel that has farm sim content in other games besides just farm sim content. So today is February 19th, and last night on February 18th was my first live stream I did, and it was a train wreck, and I may be in trouble with the wife, but y'all can still check that out on replay. But if y'all are interested in that and you didn't know I got another channel, make sure you check that out. It is on the homepage and maybe in the description. Yeah, it should be in the description also. Let me go ahead and knock this field out, see how much sorghum we get here, and of course we're going to save it for our chickens. I went ahead and hired a worker. I got some other stuff I need to worry about doing, so we'll look at that also. And hey, look at there, premium potatoes way up on prices. That's pretty nice. And that might be something we're going to look at doing. So the capacity on here is not very much at all. I have nowhere else for these premium potatoes to go, so I need to start checking them out somewhere along with the starch so I can kind of save it up for a later use. So we will put that on spawning and that on spawning, and we'll go ahead and move those out of the way. Wow, not much came in. Well, I don't know exactly how real this is. It says it holds 250 pieces, so I'm assuming 250 pallets, and this is a pretty small area for 250 pallets, but it's cheap, so that's what I'm gonna try out right here. 250 pallets, that's only gonna cost me a little over $5,000. We're gonna place that right there, and I'm gonna try that out for the pallets. First thing I need to do is clear this trailer of eggs, and to do that I'm gonna go ahead and put some eggs in here. It doesn't hold much, I think only 10,000 liters, but after that goes in there, all the leftover eggs will head into my pallet storage building thingy. I have never used this one particularly, but I think all I gotta do is drive right over and the pallets will go in there. And looky there, they sure are. And whoa, where'd they go? I don't see anything. Okay, there they are. They loaded them. Ooh, I was scared. Got all the starch and all the premium potatoes loaded up now, so let's go ahead and put that in storage, and I may just take those premium potatoes right back out and go sell them because I'm going to need some money, especially if I want to buy that other field. I'm looking to make a little extra money, so we're going to go ahead and take on this field 25 plowing job for $22,478. So let's go ahead and accept that. Now off and go and plowing over here on field 25, and I was looking at this, I was like, man, this field is pretty small for the amount of money I'm making. Now the thing is, I have been playing a lot more on hard economy, so with me being on hard economy, it's been a lot less money, so I think that's why it's just such a shock to me. And plus it's been a while since I played on this file. Just got the contract on field 25 finished. Now I believe Rambo Hacker Gaming, he did tell me I can go ahead and stop, and once the field goes on to the next stage it should all be plowed. I don't know how I feel about that, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish it out real quick. Go ahead and accept our payment here for our job well done. This is amazing. There we go. We just got $22,478 from that farmer, and also once again when that farmer came by he said, hey, you did a great job, gave me a big thumbs up. And if y'all are thinking I'm doing a great job with these videos, make sure you hit that thumbs up also down on the video, or like button, whatever you might call it. I would really appreciate that, and it would help get this out to other people. Well, let's go ahead and get this back to the farm. Maybe kind of thinking about waiting until like the next hour, see if any other jobs pop in over here on this side of the town. It is kind of hard to get this plow over here. There's another job out there for Mr. Jimmy Caldwell here, owner of Field 31. Not for long, Mr. Jimmy, but that is going to be a fertilizing job. And the reason I say not for long, and the reason I'm so excited about this one is because that's the field with the sunflowers on it I want to buy. I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough money, but we're going to work towards that by doing these contracts. So we'll go ahead and accept this contract, head down there and fertilize it with the equipment I already have. Hey, look right here, equipment I already have. Now I only have 7,377 liters of fertilizer in here. Hopefully that's enough. Not sure, I'll find out. I also do not have any narrow tires on this tractor or narrow tires on any of my tractors, so I will be needing to get some, maybe. Well, not yet. You know what, let's put it this way, I won't need them for this contract because I believe my tires do not hurt the field for contracts. At least that's what I heard out there from a comment or two. Oh hey, look, worker over there harvesting away, getting some pretty good progress there, almost done. Ooh man, I was just thinking this might be too big. So this little strip right here is part of the field. Oh man, it is sticking out far. Let me knock this out real quick and get paid, and hopefully we don't use too much fertilizer. There we go, finish up the contract on field 31 now. Let's go ahead and get this folded up. Looks like we got plenty of fertilizer left. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and get paid. Collected the payment on that for $19,547. Now this field is gonna be mine one day. Hopefully it's before this harvest happens on these sunflowers, I hope. Let's see how much that field actually cost. $310,000. I need another 202,000, something like that. Let's just say another $225,000. Come on. Maybe one day. Looks like the worker is all done here, harvesting the sorghum. Ooh, that's a big old dip. Now, I originally had plans to probably smooth that out and plow straight through there, but I don't know if I'm going to. I'm sure I will. But either way, this thing got 271,558 liters. Now, that's going to be a lot of feed for those chickens. Now, I keep thinking, hey, should I return this? Should I keep it? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning on the fence of keeping it right now, seeing if any other contracts pop up today for harvesting. There are a few harvesting contracts out there right now. None of them pay really good, and a lot of them are root crops, I guess is what they would be called. I'm not 100% sure there, but I think this is my first grain crop I harvested this series, so that's awesome. Then probably what the episode's gonna be called, harvesting our first grain crop. But man, I can't believe I got a field. Can't believe I'm harvesting grain crops now. I actually never saw that happen. My original plan was to just take out that silo right there. But my original plan was to just keep buying all the feed that I needed or grain crops I needed. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and make it self-sufficient-ish. Let's see if I get this dumped in there. Come on. There it goes. We're dumping that into the silo now. I'm probably going to have to give this driver here a drug test because he is all over the place. He or she, I have no idea who. It's actually too dark to even see in there, so I cannot tell. Either way, yes, I got a worker going away here out of this new field. Now, this new field is going to be called the Herd because I did destroy his field earlier on in this season. Oh man, good times, good times. Now he's got the biggest field. I did not necessarily need to plow this, but it had all these rocks underneath the crop, so I wanted to go ahead and plow it up, get all the rocks up, and then expand it a little bit bigger also. But I'm gonna have the worker do the part where the field actually is, and then I'm gonna go through and make it a little bit bigger and touch up a gap that there is. I've been constantly coming back through these contracts looking for a job, and I almost considered this one right here, but then I realized I have no modded equipment to pick up this parsnip. Am I saying that right? Parsnips? I don't know. I don't have any modded equipment to pick that up, so it would take forever. So that's a no. It looks like there's a lot of those harvesting jobs for the premium expansion that recently came out, or not recently anymore. There's one harvesting job here for some sorghum, but it just seems so small. Well, I don't know how big the field is, but it's not paying much, so I'd say it's probably small. And I am still keeping an eye out for jobs I can do. Harvesting would be nice because I still have that harvester. Fertilizing, you know what? Let's go ahead and accept that and knock that out real quick. Make a little 14,775. This is for Michael Hammond. Hey, Michael Hammond, let's see what kind of field you got. I don't know if I need to or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and top this off right here. Let's see how much this is gonna cost. Probably a lot. Ooh, whoa, $29,481. This is probably not worth it at all. I should have just stayed away from these contracts. Looks like Michael has cotton growing over here, so let's go ahead and get that fertilized and make a little bit of money. There we go. Contract on field 23 is all done. Now let's contact Mr. Michael there and get paid $14,775 for that contract. Now, of course, like always, these farmers come out here, give me my money, tell me, hey, I did a great job. And of course, they do throw up that thumbs up just like y'all should do on that like button. If you all are enjoying the series, of course. No pressure, no pressure. Don't know if y'all noticed, but in the very top there, in the course play area, it says left the course, stop. I'm kind of worried. Let's check that out. It looks to me like you're still on the course, so I don't know what's going on there. I'll go ahead and work on finishing the plow myself, and also I'm going to go ahead and fill in this hole over here and connect the fields. Well, I mean, there's still one field, but I'm going to connect it a little bit better. I believe this is the last strip I have left of plowing. I did go ahead and touch up that gap, and then I also need to go through the edges and touch up what got missed there, and maybe extend the field outwards a little bit more. I'm looking at this space right in front of me here, and I'm like, hey, maybe I can get closer to that railroad track, but I do know I missed some on the edges, so I'm going to go through and touch that up. Plowing work is all done on that new field, but there's a little bit of an issue here. Maybe I'll tell that trailer is kind of full. I mean, there's 73% in there, and I don't know if I got enough room for that field. That field is very large and has a lot of rocks on it, so let's see about getting a production in for these stones finally. Sorry, got a little distracted by this. This is really cool. I was just scrolling through here, saw this green on top, I'm like, what is that? But now then you got all the Missouri mod. Ooh, fermenting silo. Well, I'm not doing anything with grass this episode. I keep thinking about harvesting a grass field to make some money, but nope, let's avoid that. Let's avoid that. I like it though. Turns out I don't have any stone crushers. Time to back out and check out the mod hub. And here's what I'm going to go with. $25,000 for the stone crushing lime production right here. It does take stone and water. No big deal there. I got water and I got a water distributor. Well, that's not good. This loan system might just be broken. I noticed this last episode or the episode before. Wait, last episode? Yeah, last episode. I got to figure something out about this whole loan issue because I got all this loans out there that I'm obviously not paying for. And I can't keep adding them in every time I come back. Oh, wow, look at there. I'm super rich. Now, let's take a look at what happened there, and I'll remove some money. So I no longer have that mod anymore. Went ahead and got rid of it. I asked Rainbow Hacker Gaming if he's having troubles with it too. Maybe it's just this map. Maybe it's the mod. But I did get the mod with the $10 million loan limit. I don't want to just freely take out $10 million in loans. I feel kind of bad about that. That's what I loved about that other mod was you can only take out loans for what you owned, I guess, your capital. So I went ahead and took out $1.3 million in loans here. I have no idea what that's going to cost me each month, and I got to remember to come in here and repay it back. Now, did I have 1.3 million last time? No, I think it was like 1.2 something, but I'll go ahead and round it up to 1.3 because obviously I missed some payments here and there, so it just feels right to go ahead and round it to 1.3. And that means I got to remove 1.3 million from my bank account. Let's do that real quick. There we go, $1.3 million gone to a miscellaneous. Ooh, and I wonder if that's a good tax write-off or not. Got all my stones in there, only had 36,000. Doesn't look like much compared to this, but it's there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up making lime. So let's go ahead and activate that. And hey, lime is coming in and it is storing. I'll be able to utilize this lime on my fields once I go to lime them, obviously. And here we go. I finally get to make a new field for the herd because I took out his last field. Sorry, but hey, now you got this new big field. Let's go ahead and get that saved into my course play, and I'm also going to go ahead and save in this rocks one because the herd rocks. Well, I keep checking contracts, nothing new's popping up for me to do and make some extra money, so I don't see myself buying a field anytime soon. I was wanting to buy it before it came around to harvest season for the sunflowers, which is October next month. Looking like that's not going to happen, and also I want to get the rocks done and start planting canola, but I don't think that's going to happen either. I'm going to plant sunflowers in that field, and that will be next year in March, whenever that happens. I don't think I have the money for that stuff, but I also feel like there are going to be some nice contracts possibly popping up next month for harvesting. So I will keep my Colossus harvester and header rented and probably get a new header because there's going to be sunflower ones. Well, I'm going to keep it rent at least, I guess, because I think it's cheaper just to keep it for the day price than to lease it again. Maybe. But either way, let's go to sleep. And I still got that worker out there going on that stone field, and I'll just let it go away all night long. Looks like we got some animals sold off right there, and I need to go ahead and change that from selling automatically to selling them myself so I know exactly how much I sell to reach my contract goal. Not goal, contract requirement, I guess. My contract requirement this year is to harvest 750,000 liters of potatoes and sell 1,000 chickens. Should be very attainable. At least I think so. Wow, that was really fast. Looks like the stones are done over here. Well, the stone line production, it's all done. Let's go ahead and deactivate that, turn that off or whatever, so I'm not paying $120 a month on it. But I will get some more stones off that field that's obviously being picked up right now. And then I'll reactivate it and make me some more lime. Pretty excited about that. 82,000 liters of lime. Wow. We got quite a bit of new jobs coming in here, and I am pretty excited about that. Even got one that I might do just for the money. Obviously for the money. And that would be this one right here. It's the sugar beet one. I don't have the head, but I got the harvester. I can lease the head and knock it out pretty fast. That's the idea behind that. But we'll look at that last. First up, I got a bunch of sunflower ones I want to harvest, and of course, all the extras I will keep. We will go ahead and come over here with Jimmy Caldwell. Let's go Caldwell. And we're going to go down to field 31 and harvest the sunflowers for him. But to harvest that, I need this corn header thing, right? Titan corn header. Wait, does that do sunflowers too? Yeah, right there, sunflowers. Okay. I'm sorry. I never really do corn or sunflowers at all. I have no idea what I'm doing in this area. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this. And I will not buy that. I don't have enough money to buy it, but $3,700 I will lease it. I don't know how I feel about this header. It just seems so small compared to what I normally use, and this might be realistic. I don't know. It's 9 meters, I think. Is 9 meters a realistic one? I have no idea. Either way, I'm going to use it. And I looked around the map, and it does not appear there is an oil factory on this map. Unless I'm missing it somewhere, let me know down in the comments. I might be missing it, but either way, I am ways away from actually producing my own sunflower oil. At least I think I am. Still going away here at the sunflower field, but looks like I got a finished worker. Let's go take a look at that. I think it's going to be the stone picker upper thingy. And yes, it is. And I am really glad I emptied it out. Wow, 57% full on this field right here. 28,675 liters total. That is just absolutely crazy. Now let's go get that over to our stone crusher, make some more lime, and it might run for about an hour with how fast it runs. There is a good chance it may have missed some, but I'm not too worried about that. The only thing that the stone does is affects the damage on my vehicles or equipment. It doesn't affect the yield any, so I'll leave it, not worry about it one bit. At least not really worry about it. I mean, I'm talking about it. Maybe I am worried about it. Oh no, I'm worried. No, I'm spiraling out of control here. Even though I have this giving me lime, kind of for free basically, I don't know if I'm still going to buy it. Obviously, this might not be enough lime. Eventually, it probably won't be. So that brings up the point of, should I put in a multi-fruit buying station down here next to this field, just like I did my other field, because it ran out of lime. I believe it ran out of lime. Maybe it ran out of seeds. Maybe it ran out of both. I can't remember exactly right now, but it definitely ran out of something. So I guess the lime production is just a nice little buffer to utilize the stuff I already have. I don't think it's going to be enough lime to keep me running full time. Before I go through and do the liming, I need to go ahead and get our soil samples here. Ooh, this is going to cost quite a bit probably. Purchase soil samples, $19,512. What? Wow, that is a Huge variety right through there. I got a worker off and going over here, and wow, that is dropping extremely fast. Oh, I'm scared. But either way, I'm gonna let this go for at least the next couple of minutes while I go back to harvesting my sunflowers. Well, they're not mine, but a lot of them are gonna be mine once I'm done selling them. Time to embezzle some sunflowers, I guess. I'm pretty sure I did like 2 up downs right here, and it already needs to be refilled. This is not looking good. Well, surprisingly, it made it 1 headland around. That's surprising. But either way, let's go ahead and go get some more of that free lime, and then eventually I'm probably gonna have to put some sort of multi-fruit buying station in nearby. Don't have to, but I'd like to put it in nearby so I can refill faster. Not cheaper, but faster. Well, I guess it is a little cheaper than buying it from the store too. Change of plans here. I'm gonna go ahead and have a worker go around the nearest field to our lime production. That way, if it does constantly run out, I won't have to drive as far. So what I'm trying to say is if I got a field farther away and I keep using the free stuff and then it runs out and I can't use the free stuff on this field, so I wasted all that time driving. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do the closest fields first with the free lime and then work my way out. And then once I run out of free lime, I'll end up having to buy some. So hey, that means put a multi-fruit buying station on the other side of the map to save my time traveling. So we're gonna go ahead and knock out this field right here. This is Simulation Gaming Universe's field. Oh, at least it ran out on this side of the field this time. That is great. But let's go ahead and go get it filled up again. And I already finished off Simulation Gaming Universe's field. Back over here for another trailer full of lime on the Hertz field. Let's see how much this takes. It's gonna take a while. Never thought this would ever come to an end, but finally done here harvesting the sunflowers. And this field is really not that big, at least I don't think it is. But that came out to 75,739 liters. Now let's see how much of that needs to go to the market to complete this contract. Right here with this details turned on, it says 52,700 liters need to go over there and sell. So I'll try to put right around that much in a trailer to sell instead of putting it all in there. But I don't want to move this harvester down the road any because I think there's another sunflower field nearby that I can be getting. So let's go ahead and get a truck trailer and come pick all this up. Well, guess what? I'm back here for some more lime and looks like I just used it all. Did not fill this all the way up, but let's go ahead and top it off with buying some lime. Now I do have some stones in there that I just started back up. So I will get some more lime put into there, but I'm kind of to the point now where I'm going to be buying it. I think this is trailer full number 4, I think. Wow, I may need to mod this thing to hold like 1,000,000 liters. I'm about to pull into the sell station area now, and I need to sell off about 53,000 liters and try to keep the rest of it for some canola oil. Oh, wait, nope, not canola, sunflower oil. Well, all done there. Sold products $52,500 plus the contract's done, and I only have 263 liters left. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that off. That was a huge mistake, but oh well. $587 there on that sold products. God, it just went out so fast. Maybe I should try to store it somewhere else before I bring it over here to sell, but let's go ahead and also accept the contract payment for that job too. We will collect that for $18,725. And once again, farmer came by throwing that thumbs up, which makes me think about, hey, y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Over here at field 31 now, this is the last spot. I did end up harvesting those sunflowers, but there are a few more fields out there, and I don't know if they're available on the contracts quite yet, but we will look at that. Let's see that. Looks like we do have a few options here. Field 20, field 16's corn. I guess I could do that since I got the header. Field 7 is back to sunflowers, and that would be it. Let's see where field 7 and 20 is, and you know what? Let me go ahead and accept them both, and then I'll go to the closest one. I believe there's one right down the road this direction here. Oh, hey, there is. I see it flashing. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I do see it flashing. Okay, that's field 7 down this direction. I see it now. I was looking at field 20. And there's a field 20 flashing on there and a field 7 flashing on there, obviously, and whoa, I just blew right through that sign. Ooh, man, will this get across here? I don't know. I don't think it will. We're going to cut this path over here again. This header does not fold up any. I'm really disappointed in that. Over here on field 7 now, well, close to it. It's right there in the background. As this header unfolds, I just want to give a quick update saying that my large field I do have is still getting limed, and I did realize I mentioned I was going to flip the field, as in probably sell it back, but I guess I got that term a little wrong. I don't know if any of y'all called me out on that or not. The episode did just come out today. Today is February 20th. Well, did it come out today or yesterday? But either way, we got somebody that needs refilled, and y'all could probably take a guess who that is. Gosh, this thing's taking forever, ain't it? And I did mention about putting in a multi-fruit buying station whenever I get out of my free lime. So we'll go ahead and place this in right here. I think it should do the job, and ooh, it's knocked down quite a bit. Let me smooth this out a little bit. That way I can cross over it a lot easier. I don't know how I feel about that. With this field being absolutely huge, I may end up putting one down at the other end. Right now, I'm at the middle of the field. I did think about putting one off to the side of the field also. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up putting one at each end of the field and to the other ends also. Just 4 of them next to this field. No, but I got to figure out something else for linemen because this is taking forever. And so many trips. I don't know what trip we're on here. Maybe 4 or 5. No, definitely more than that. I'm thinking 6. This might be completely full number 6 or 7. Ooh, either way, we're getting up there close to 200,000 liters of lime, and I need something that can hold that. Now, of course, this is a pretty small field, so I'll go ahead and knock it out myself, and I don't think I got anything else left to do. Looks like I got a finished worker, and I only had one other worker out there, so I am very glad this is finally done. I don't know if I want to go ahead and top this off. You know what? Let's not top it off quite yet, because I got some free lime still being made over at that lime production. May need to wash this thing, though. Just topped off my trailer now with lime, and looks like there's still quite a bit being made. I say quite a bit, but it's only 15,000 liters of stone and almost 9,000 liters of lime in there right now. Maybe I could have came down here and refilled it without having to buy any. I just started washing this, and then I realized I got another field. Let's head over there and go ahead and get the work going on that while I'm harvesting these sunflower fields. Finish up the harvest over here on field 7. Now, there is a little bit of spots that got missed here and there because there was some holes in this field. I mean, kind of holes. I say dips, holes. I don't know. I was going almost 30 miles an hour also. So the harvester bounced and kind of just missed a little bits and pieces. Let's go ahead and touch those up real quick, and we're going to take a look at how much of this I need to actually get over to the sell point. There might be a little bit of an issue because last time I had 2 active contracts for the same items going to the same sell place. It didn't exactly sell off correctly, but either way, this is the harvest from field 7. They want 17,200 liters to go over there. We'll take that over there first, and I'm going to try to keep it right around that exact number and keep the extra in the harvester. We did end up with almost 25,000 liters here, and you know, now that I think about it more, how am I even going to make the sunflower oil? Well, I guess that's a problem I'll worry about whenever I get to that point. I did try to put just a little bit over 17,000 liters in this trailer, but it all went in there so fast. Now, my silo does check out the product a lot slower, so let's go ahead and dump this into the silo, and oh my gosh, nope, stay on the road. No, 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 no. Hey. Saved it. Just trying to get some different angles, you know. Guess it didn't work out too well. Anyways, what I was saying, my silo does check it out slower, so I think I might be able to do it over there. Let's dump this in the silo, empty it back out into the trailer until I got right around the amount I need to sell off for that contract. I would say that's pretty good right there. 17,776. I think that's more than what it needed. We'll look at it. Yep, 17,200 liters to go. That's pretty nice how that's an option there. Hopefully it's correct, and hopefully this works out fine. No telling. Looks like my tractor is all done working over there liming now. That's pretty nice. I was kind of worried I'd have to refill it because that is a huge field, but like I've mentioned before, with precision farming, the first application will use quite a bit more, but anytime after that it's still quite a bit less. And looks like this is the sell point. Let's go ahead and get this sold here, and there we go. Contract on field 7 is finished. Ooh, that's nice. Contract on field 7, 83% complete. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but I said it's finished. Let's go ahead and get paid. Collect. It did not give me any extra harvest income, even though I was over it by a little bit. That's one reason why I wanted to be very precise. I noticed that previously it wouldn't give me the income for the extra crop I sold off. So let's go find field 20, which is, where is that? I think I'm next to it. Nope, it's 23. Well, pretty close. So might as well take train tracks. Yep, train tracks it is. I mean, not bad at all. It only used about 12,000 liters of lime here. Pretty good, especially for the size of that field. That gives me a lot more hope for that other field because, oh man, I really did not like applying that first set of lime to it. I'm going to try something a little bit different here. I need 13,700 liters for that contract. So right there, I'm at 13,702 liters. So let's go ahead and empty it out into my trailer, take it over there, and get it sold off. See if that actually completes it. Well, it won't be completed until I finish the harvest, but let's see if it completes that part of the contract. Instead of going off and selling that stuff right now, I went ahead and finished up the harvest on here. I got another almost 6,000 liters in this thing. Now I'll take that trailer over there, get it sold off, and then come back for what's left and store what's left at that point. Or I might just drive all the way back to the farm like this. That sounds like a great idea. Got all that sold off right there. It did say, well, not sold off, but it delivered. Let's put it that way. Contract on field 20 finished. Let's go ahead and get our payment on there. It looks like I didn't make any extra money from selling harvest or anything like that. That's kind of a bummer, but oh well. Let's collect this for $18,000, and I'm gonna see if there's any other jobs out there I should do. I don't think there is. The header was too big and too difficult for me to really want to fight getting it all the way back to the farm, so I'm just gonna dump it all off at the field, leave it there, drive all the way back, empty this out, and I'll return that header because it is a leased item. Well, I kind of got enough room to drive down the highway part, but now that looking at this, I'm really concerned whenever it comes to driving through the city. Geez, we'll see what happens there. It's going to be a wreck. Literally, probably a wreck. Well, it's not looking good so far. I haven't made it to the town yet, but coming up on it, and I got that little side off the road disappeared and gone. So now I don't have a shoulder to drive on. I guess that would be the proper name for the side off to the road, right? The side of the road, shoulder, maybe? Hey, I don't know. Well, there's one thing I do know. Y'all should hit that like button if you're enjoying this series, and I barely missed that car. That's amazing. Ooh, close one, close one. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, yeah, barely. Yeah, hey, there we go, there we go. Now, this is the part I was really worried about the most because obviously I have nowhere I can go on the right, nowhere I can go on the left. Got a car coming towards me right now. I might be able to barely make this, and there we go, barely made it. Got all my extra sunflower crop in there, almost 13,000 liters. Now we got to look at turning those sunflowers into sunflower oil. Now for $10,000, I put in this little red building over here. It is part of the Farm Productions mod, which is amazing, made by Omatana. I absolutely love her mods. It did end up taking all of that sunflowers, but I don't know how fast this is going to run, how well it's going to run. It's been a long time since I used this building, and usually I use the larger ones, not just these single small ones that's really cheap for 10,000. But I think it was pretty cute to put this in over here. Maybe some friend of mine decided to open up a little shop along the fence line here. Maybe I'll even put in more of them. I don't know yet. Wow, that holds 1 million liters. That is crazy. Let's go ahead and start with this sunflower oil production. Some of y'all may be thinking, hey, why did you go ahead and do sunflower oil instead of the easy route, which would have been soybeans? Well, I'm an idiot. Let's just go with that. Soybean planting time is in May, just right after the potato planting time. Well, a couple months after. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll plant soybeans or maybe I'll plant sunflowers. I mean, I got the production to make it. Let's see how fast that actually makes it by sleeping through the day. But first, I got a few lease items I want to return that I am completely done with. Don't think I'll need ever again. Well, unless soybeans come up on harvest next month in November. You know what? Let's just get rid of the sunflower/corn header. There's a little bit of an issue with the chickens I may have to keep a close eye on. Down to 8,200 liters of food in there, and I got one of them outside the fence. Come on. What are you doing? Get back in there. Come on. Go. Get in there. Anyways, down to 8,200 liters of food, empty trailer. Time to switch over to sorghum, but in order to switch that stuff over, you got to run completely out of food in the pen. So I want to keep a close eye on that, make sure I don't starve these chickens. No way, it just let me put a second crop in there. That is so cool. Hold up, let me look at those animal things. I did not know I could do that. It gave me the option, so I just threw it in there. Oh, that is so cool. Used to, I thought, I don't know, maybe it's just the mod, but I remember I had to run out of crop in the past, so hey, scratch what I said earlier. Let's sleep through the night. I ain't got to worry about those chickens now. It is now 8 a.m. in November, and I'm kind of interested to see how much our loans is. So we got a loan interest of $4,333 there. Vehicle leasing costs, going up quite a bit there. Come on, give me the other one. And production costs. So there's just loan interests. There's no actual loan payments because I got to repay that myself. Okay, I forgot all about that. Down to 460 liters of food. Let's fill that bad boy up. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it does say there are 1,000 animals in this pen. This pen only is supposed to hold 500. I did turn off the automatic selling, even though somehow I still had sold animal income. Don't know how that happened. I was a little confused there. Maybe after it hit that 1,000, it sold off the extras, but I do that to actually sell off and meet the contract requirement. And this year, that contract requirement is to sell 1,000 chickens. I'm going to go ahead and sell all the baby ones that just came in. It should be these female chicken chick and chicken chick male. Get those all sold off, and that's 500 sold off, and we need to do another 500 eventually. Of course, I am getting no money by doing this because I do have the Enhanced Animals mod on, and these are only worth $1, and they cost $1 fee to ship, so oh well. But I am getting compliant with that requirement. That's amazing. Taking a quick peek into our new production over here, the oil production, small red with a dash and a 2. What that means is it runs a parallel. But anyways, we have 2,200 liters of sunflower oil. That is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and spawn that out, get it over to our next production stage, and start making some french fries. But this episode here, we made some actual sunflower oil. I am so excited about that. Over at the next stage here, I do need to turn off the premium potatoes from spawning. Let's go ahead and put those on storing. And I don't think I need to do that to the starch. Let's take a quick look. Nope, I do not need to do that to the starch because we need premium potatoes and vegetable fat. And to make vegetable fat, all I need is that sunflower oil. So hey, I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now so I ain't gotta worry about it whenever I get it over here. Got a whole entire trailer full of premium potatoes and some starch, but I will just go ahead and store it for now instead of putting it back into the production. I think that's a great idea. And wow, this thing is really struggling here. This is my first full trailer though. It's gonna make it. Well, here we go. Our 2,000 liters of sunflower oil is gonna go in there and start making us some French fries. Well, nope, I didn't activate that part. Darn, looks like I forgot something. Here we go. I can activate the French fries now. Now it will start making us some French fries. Eventually, it's gonna take a second. But right now, I'm gonna go clear the egg spawning point from my chicken coop because it's almost full. I believe I am all done with this year until planting time, which is not till March, I believe. But I do have a few items that are leased, like this harvester and the header to it. Let's go ahead and get those returned so I don't keep incurring those leasing fees. There are tons of other contract jobs out there to do, but I'm not really looking for that right now. I mean, the money would be nice, but let's not worry about that. Oop, where am I going? I gotta go over here and take care of the chickens. Well, I gotta fast forward some time, take care of the chickens, and sleep through the night. Now in the month of December, and well, I still got some sold animals income and animals upkeep. That is causing a little bit of an issue, but there should be some animals in here for me to sell off. Hey, there it is, 1,000 animals inside this bin with just a little over 1,000 liters of food. Let's go ahead and get them fed and get some of them sold off, and that will complete our contract requirement of this year. Not really this year, January, December, but this season, I guess. That's the year I'm going off of. That will complete that part of the contract of selling 1,000 chickens. Now, I did mention at the beginning about butchering them. That could also be part of it, selling them to the butcher type thing, but we'll see what y'all say. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while before that even happens, maybe. And our other contract requirement this year will be harvesting 750,000 liters of potatoes. There we go. We definitely hit this contract goal right here. Now all I'm going to do is turn it off from, you know, let's close the door first. There we go. I'm going to come down here and hit prevent overcrowding. So now they will not overcrowd into there. All the extra ones will be sold off. Hey, pretty exciting news. Don't know if you can tell. It's very small in the bottom right. It does say French fries 1,862 liters right now. I'll get it a little bit bigger. Oh, we are all out of sunflower oil. That might be a little bit of a problem. But we got tons of potatoes in here. Premium potatoes still being made. Vegetable fat, a little over 1,000. And what do we got? French fries? Oh, 1,800. We may be selling some of that stuff off. Well, let's try to take care of some of these problems with our low raw materials levels. Got 2,000 liters loaded up on the trailer now. The production over here does show there's 3,500 liters of sunflowers left in there. So, hey, it's gonna make some more. That's good, that's good. Let's get it over to the production. Keep making those French fries. I did take a quick peek into the stock savings check mod thingy, whatever it's called. Don't know exactly if I got that right or not. And it did say best sell time for French fries is in July. Kind of a bummer. I was hoping to sell them in January, but we'll probably sell some other stuff in January. We are now in the month of January, still losing quite a bit of money there. We got $62,000. I don't know if we're actually losing money or making money. I don't know. But with us being in the month of January, we got a very, very important business decision to make here. And that business decision is, should I get 401k or retirement stock options for my employees? No, I'm just kidding. That's not what's going on. We have 875,000 liters of potatoes in the silo, 189,000 liters of sorghum in there, and 46,000 liters of wood chips. Why is that important? Because they are all best sell times right now. Also, not planned, but the starch is up there too. $35,000 for the starch. It's over the best sell time in March, and same as vegetable fat. We are definitely not selling off vegetable fat. That is something we need and need a lot of. But the starch, I believe, is something we can go ahead and get rid of. I'll take a quick look at that also, but first, let's go ahead and sell some wood chips. Don't want to sell all my potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and sell some. I'll do some math, see how much I need to keep that production running, but I think we're good to sell some. Sorghum, I don't know. I don't want to sell it all, but I may need to sell some because I got some new things I need to plant this upcoming season. That also involves money I need for that equipment. I just got done taking the 2,000 liters of sunflower oil over to the next production, and we are all out here. It says it's missing materials. Let's go ahead and shut this down so I'm not getting charged for it every month. Wow, $12 a month. Oh, speaking of shutting stuff down, I need to shut this live down. $120 a month. I've been paying for that. Oopsie. 46,000 liters of wood chips being sold off to the diner, and that made us $76,208. Not bad, not bad. Not 100% sure how much money I need to make it to planting time or how much the equipment costs, but I do know I just jacked that truck up pretty bad. So I may need to deduct some money there for insurance costs. While doing the math here, it won't be 100% precise if I run multiple things on this potato processing production, because it does not run in parallel. If it ran in parallel, it'd be a lot easier. I'd just be able to multiply this number up here, cycles per month, by 12, and then multiply that number by 4, which is the potatoes, and that will tell me how many potatoes it's going to use. And that number is actually 322,560 liters of potatoes. That is if I only run premium potatoes for a whole entire year. I don't think that's going to happen. And we already have 155,000 liters in here. So I'm going to go ahead and take almost all my potatoes out of the silo, get them sold. I'll leave about 100,000 liters in there. I think that sounds good. I think right there, 700,000 liters, that should be a pretty good stopping point. We'll go ahead and stop there. Let's see how much we got left in there. 167,000 liters. Wow, that is a lot. But you know what? Let's take a little more. I got 750,000 liters of potatoes in this trailer here and 125,000 liters back at the silo. That should be plenty, more than enough to keep us going until next harvest time. Now, whenever I say keep us going, really just making premium potatoes. Oh, I just messed up. This was not the best sell price area, but oh well. $470,530. Why did I not get an environmental bonus? I just realized that. Have I not been getting environmental bonuses on this series? Oh, geez, I don't know. But anyways, the best sell price for those potatoes was the Farmer Wholesale. That's the one I have. I did just sell it for, I don't know what I sold it for. Let's see your value at all sell points. I just sold it for 627. Missed out on quite a bit of money there. Looking through here now, and the starch is used for quite a bit of random things out there, and I don't think we're anywhere near any of them except for this right here. I just realized we can make potato pancakes because I got the eggs, got the starch, got the vegetable fat, kinda, and got some potatoes. I don't know how much vegetable fat do I got. Oh, almost 3,000. I'm more focused on the french fries right now, so let's keep the french fries running using the vegetable fat there. Maybe. No, who am I kidding? I'm starting that thing up. So now to do that, all I got to do is come down here to starch and turn that off from spawning to storing. And you know what? We're going to make that. We're going to make french fries. We're going to make premium potatoes and vegetable fat all at the same time. So it's going to run pretty slow, I think. Got a few more items here I can sell off, which is starch and vegetable fat. Obviously, we're not touching the vegetable fat. And also the sorghum I can sell off. But I got a pretty good bank account balance right now. I think I'll be fine without selling that off. We'll save that for our chickens. In the starch, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's only $35,000. $35,000, that's chump change, right? Let's go ahead and take care of our chickens, sleep through the night, probably sleep all the way up until planting time. That sounds like a great idea. Ooh, man, those eggs are kind of full. I should take care of that. We are now at the end of February. I already went through, fed the chickens twice, took care of some pallets here and there, productions, looked at those. Now I noticed something whenever I slept through the night between January and February. Yeah, one big night. I don't think my money dropped. Let me take a closer look at that. We're at $604,750. Let's go ahead and sleep, see what it is in the morning. Well, my money definitely did drop. I guess I'm just blind as can be. But $599,751 is what we're at now. So used quite a bit. Maybe more chicken sold off last month compared to this one. I don't know. But either way, it's not dropping as fast as it used to be. And I'm living just fine with that loan interest. Chickens are all taken care of. Snow is gone. Got a few pallets on here. We're going to go ahead and store away. But it's looking like it's almost planting time. Well, you know what? It is. It is planting time. Now, the real question is, am I going to plant sunflowers or am I going to plant soybeans? Obviously, I'm planting potatoes. That's really not a question. That's why I didn't really ask it. But now I'm talking about it. So, you know what? That's a question too. Am I going to plant potatoes? I have to. Before I get into that, let's go ahead and turn off some of this vegetable fat right here. We'll turn that production off. Looks like the rest of the stuff here is producing fine, I believe. I'm going to take a quick look at all these levels and see if there's anything I need to take out or just replenish in general. Ooh, potato pancakes coming along pretty good. I have no idea what those pay. I think it's time to go ahead and start putting some potatoes in the ground. And while I get this filled up and heading over there, I got a few things to think about. Like, what am I going to plant? Sunflowers or soybeans? There's a few pros and cons to each one of those. And you know what? Now that I think about it, there's really not. It's just kind of up to me on what I want to do. So thinking about the pros and cons in my head here, yeah, the soybeans is probably the best idea. Why? Because the sunflowers, I got a 9-meter wide header. The soybeans, I got a lot larger header, probably double that size. I can't remember exactly what it is. I'm going to say double. I'm going to say 18. But I also don't know how well the yields work out on that. So I got a little bit of research to do. Let me know what y'all think is going to happen up next down in the comments. We're going to go ahead and start up the worker over here on Auto Sim Cruise Field right here. We are going to, what is it? Potato planting. There we go. I was looking for planting potatoes, but I guess I labeled it potato planting. Got this worker off and going now, and still up in the air there. What am I going to plant? Sunflowers or soybeans? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think I should plant. I'm going to do a little research on it, maybe not. Most likely not. I'm a little too lazy and I forget what I say half the time, so there's a good chance I'm not going to do the research. I'm just going to randomly pick one. Well, let me know what y'all think I'm going to put in next, or what y'all think is the best one to put in next. Yes, I have the ability to make that sunflower oil, but also there's the ability to not even use that production at all. I don't know what the correct way is. Maybe y'all can help me out there. I got this planter going off here. Let's go ahead and get another another one going on another field because I definitely need to plant a lot of potatoes. Of course, I got my fast track tractor over here, fast track tractor over here, fast track tractor over here. You know, that ain't too bad to say. Just a lot of T's in there. I'll go ahead and pick up our other potato planter. Starting to think I should get some more tractors and more planters because the course play on that first field I showed you all a second ago, yeah, it's at an hour and a half. I ain't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Go ahead and get some potatoes in there, top that off before I hit it on another field here. Almost $3,000 for that. That ain't too bad. Got this worker off and going over here on this field now, which is Simulation Gaming Universe. The first field I showed you was Auto Sim Cruise field. And you may be wondering why I got two workers going off here whenever I don't have any other tractors to do any more work. So what am I going to do while these workers are going? I'm going to take a nap. No, I really ain't. Let's get rid of a field. I think it's time to go ahead and get rid of Rambo Hacker Gaming's field over here. Eventually I'll get him a new one like I did the herd. What am I going to put over here? Let's put in some storage. I'm tired of all this stuff just kind of sitting out. I mean, it's not too big of a deal to me, honestly, but I'd like to somewhat put it away and put it away easily without having to back it in. So maybe I can get some sort of large pull through. Well, I think this make a nice little build over here. Not too bad. I went ahead and used this American pack mod. I got 3 different ones out of it. I think it's going to work out great. Only one of them does do the pull through thing, but I think I'll be able to store everything here eventually. Maybe even add something more. It is kind of leveled out pretty good there instead of smooth it out. So I am going to add some more detail to it. A little bit of a rock wall type thing. Nowhere near done over here, but here's the one thing I need to remember to do is just keep backing out to this menu here so I can see how my workers are doing because somebody needs to be refilled. I wonder who that is. Looks like it's the worker I had over here on Auto Sim Cruise field. I don't remember exactly how much harvest I got off this field right here. I believe it was 1,000,000 liters. So this field alone should be enough to meet my requirement of 750,000 liters of potatoes harvested this year. All right, these buildings are kind of cool, kind of annoying because this is a game. But no, to open these doors, it seems like I can only open them from the inside, which is pretty realistic. Well, it depends on the door type, but so far the power doors I could only open from the inside. Now the sliding ones I could understand maybe opening from the outside. Let's see if I can over here. Oh, hey, there it goes. I don't know, maybe it depends on the shed. I couldn't get a few of them open, so I had to go through the side doors to open them. Like this over here. Yep, this one only opens and closes from inside. This one only opens and closes from inside also. I guess this one over here I can open and close from outside and inside. This worker is all done over here, and while all that was going on, I realized I forgot to change something. So last time I planted on Simulation Gaming Universe's field, I did notice it was taking a very, very long time because it is a lot smaller in this field and should already be done, but it's not. But why is it taking so long? I didn't do enough headlands, and I told myself I'm going to change that next time I set it up. But I forgot to do that, so it's still taking its sweet time, and woo, that was a nice ramp right there. Let's go ahead and get this bag, get it washed up, and put away for the season because I'm done planting potatoes with this one. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go through and touch up what it missed already and just let the worker keep going really slow right there, and then eventually I'll take over. I'm just going to end up deleting that course because I'm going to forget next year. I am so glad the direction of this crop does not make a difference because I am all over the place with some of these. Looks like the other one is done, and I guess that did work out pretty good, but I'm still going to go ahead and delete that, and hopefully it will do a lot better moving forward. And here's what I was talking about with the direction not mattering, because this is just all over the place. I got rows going this way, rows going the other way. It's crazy. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't grow in looking that way either. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter what it looks like, but I do notice down there in the bottom right, our nitrogen level is bad, so we got to get some nitrogen on these two fields. Still thinking about what I should do on that new big field, the herd, and not sure yet. Ooh, that was a crazy ramp and barely missed that train. Barely. Let's see if I can flip this over, and there it goes. I keep seeing somebody else do that, so learned something a little new there. Didn't realize how easy that was. With the fertilizer off and going on the other field, I only have one fertilized sprayer, so I'm going to use this tractor to go ahead and wash everything and get it all put away. Now you may notice here the ground texture is a little different. I did go ahead and go through and replace all the gravel. I got that whole new building development going on, so why not go ahead and get gravel for the rest of my farm. Even got it up next to the house too. Some walkways, redid everything. Made it look nice and neat. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up and put away. I am still going to use that brown barn in the background there, and I think that's where I'm going to end up putting this stuff. Maybe I won't use it. Not sure yet. I decided I'm not going to use that other brown barns. I'll probably get rid of the original storage barns that came with this farm and maybe end up putting something else there. We do need to expand the chickens one day, and speaking of the chickens, I think I might have some I need to sell off. Now there's only 500 in here. I am waiting for another 500 to come in so I can sell off and meet my contract requirement of 1,000 chickens. At least I don't think I've already did it. Did I already do it? I can't remember. I should probably write that stuff down. I assumed I already did it because it looks like the allow overcrowding is turned off, and the only reason I would turn that off is once I hit that 1,000 chickens sold. I'll go back through my other episodes and try to make sure I did that correctly or not. Maybe y'all can remember. Let me know down in the comments if I already sold off the 1,000 chickens or not. Hopefully I did. Either way, chickens are going to be sold off each month automatically, and there's definitely going to be over 1,000 chickens. So no matter what, that contract requirement is going to be hit, whether I do it myself or it does it automatically. And look at that, finished work already. Ooh, that fertilizer is fast, or I'm just really slow. One of the two. I'm going to bet on the I'm really slow part. I'm pretty excited to see how well this fits in here. Now, it looks like this one right over here to the left is my largest and tallest one. Maybe. I don't know. That one back there to the right's looking a little taller, or the same height. But either way, I'm going to try to pull it through right here. Obviously it's going to hit the building, but it's disabled on the collision part, but it's not going to stick out the top, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Okay, so that's getting caught there. That's not good. Is this unfolded, or that's not good at all? Maybe it'll fit this way once I unfold it? Yes, it will. Ooh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Ended up getting this parked right here, and I'll have to remember to mess with that unfolding, and then I got this over here. Now, it is obviously going up into the beams, rafters, whatever they're called. Did I say raptors? Yeah, raptors. You know, like those things that go rawr. Hopefully it's not sticking out the top. Let's take a quick look at that. And no, it does not appear to be sticking out the top, but while we're up here, let's take a quick look. Got a huge open lot right here that I will probably utilize, and now that I think about it a little more, I don't have any room for my plow. At least I don't think I do. Maybe the plow will fit inside this right here. That is a pretty wide door. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Maybe get a different plow or get another shed put in. I really want to figure out this whole plow issue before I continue putting other stuff away. Let's go ahead and grab it, get it washed, and try to put it away somewhere. Well, this is some very good news, and I am extremely happy because it fits. It barely fits. I mean, looks like we got a couple feet over here maybe, and about half a foot over here. I just didn't back it in perfectly straight, but let's get it all the way back here against the wall for now. So anything I put in front of this, I'll have to pull out of the way, most likely. I don't know. I'm not exactly organizing everything in here quite yet. I'm just kind of seeing where it fits right now, and then I'll try to get it organized in position of where I'm going to utilize it and when I'm going to utilize it. So for example, of what I'm talking about of when and where I'm going to utilize it, I will use that plow before I use this stone picker. So I cannot put this in front of the plow unless I want to have to move this first, which probably won't be too big of a deal. But either way, let's just try to get it all put away, even the semi and the trailer. Now the semi and the trailer is really not too important to me of actually putting away. That stuff's usually left outside normally anyways, and I mean a lot of this equipment's probably left outside normally, but some people like Rambo Hacker Gaming likes to say things about me leaving my equipment laying out all the time, so I gotta put it away. Nah, it's all good, it's all good. Just fun times, fun times. We're gonna place that right there. I think that's a good spot for now. Working out great, and I can still pull through here. There's a little bit of an issue with this lime sprayer right here, and the front hitch thing is not exactly working right anymore. It keeps falling through the ground. Not sure why. Noticed it a couple episodes ago, but I haven't really looked into it much since, and I think I started noticing it on some of my other series. Let's go ahead and get a wash and put away, see if it fixes itself. If not, it's just going to be living like that, all tilted down. Whoa, okay, this is not good. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I don't think it's going to live like that. I'm going to have to figure something out. That was crazy. It appears to be working fine now. The leg did come down. It came down before, but it just kept falling through the ground for some reason. But glad it's working fine now. Let's go ahead and get going because I don't think I can survive another freak out like it happened earlier. I'm really surprised I didn't go flying into the air across the map. Now, I did say it doesn't matter about leaving this outside, and that's fine. But I do have enough room, and right now this is currently the last thing that's going to go inside here. Let me get all these doors closed up, and I believe I won't need anything out of here until harvest time. You know, I was thinking about it a little more, and as I realized, hey, that might be my main trailer and only trailer really for transporting anything to my productions. I may need to look into getting something else besides that large one and just utilize that one for crop harvest. But that is something I could look at doing later once that production needs some more potatoes or anything else in general. And also, I can't forget, I do have a telehandler and a trailer with that telehandler. I'm actually not done with this fertilizer this season, so I'm not really sure why I'm putting it away. And I'm just going to leave this tractor here for now because I'm not done with it either. Sweet. I can close it and run out real fast. But that's all put away in there. Got our planters, fertilizer, and lime spreader in there. Over here in the large one, we have our harvester and truck trailer to move crops, and also the stone picker. Then over here right now, this is where I was going to put my tractors away for good. Got my plow, and I got another tractor to put in there. Oh man, I got this tree devourer thing too. Forgot all about that. Let's grab that thing real quick, and then of course I got to do something with my telehandler and that trailer over there. Maybe just leave them out. They're kind of like a used thing constantly. But I'll figure that telehandler thing out at a later time. I'm pretty excited. Finally got some storage in over here for our equipment. Starting to put it all away. Got plenty of room for it all too. Plenty of room. And I still haven't removed the old storage quite yet, but I'll look at doing that another day. It is bright and early one March morning here in Alma, Missouri. Now, I got a lot to decide this month, but for right now, I'm just admiring our production over there with our nice wholesale market that we got going on here. And I'm realizing something. I think I'm running out of room for those pallets. Kind of. And I'm not liking where I'm storing them exactly. So let's look at that. And I also have a huge decision to make about what to plant on the herd's field. Hopefully I can figure that out. Here's the issue I'm facing. I got French fries coming up on almost full capacity here of 10,000 liters. You can see that on the right there. And then a few other things here and there. Now, why is that starch storing? Oh, I'm making that potatoes pancakes. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Thing is, I have a pallet storage, but I don't exactly like leaving that stuff outside. I want a refrigerated type one, so indoor building for storage. There are really huge ones out there for me to use, but I don't think we're at that scale yet or have the finances to do that quite yet. So we're going to have to go with something smaller right now that's just going to get the job done. It's going to be indoors. It's going to store some of this frozen stuff, cold stuff, let's say eggs, French fries. Even the premium potatoes probably need to be frozen. I have no idea. But then the potato pancakes, we freeze those too until they ship off to sell. Let's see what I'm currently using, what I would like to use, and what I'm going to use. Y'all may know already, I'm using this right here. This is perfectly fine, getting the job done. I mean, all year long, cold, hot, these eggs have been out here. Would that be an issue? It would be an issue once it got cold, I think. Or, I don't know. It would be an issue because once it got cold, they could freeze. Also, during the summer months in Alma, Missouri, I'm sure there's some 100-degree temperatures out there. Some of these eggs are probably cooking. This does the job. This works, but I don't like it. I'd like one that's completely enclosed, and they are actually hard to find. I did reach out to Rainbow Hacker Gaming for some help there. Haven't got an answer back yet, so I did find one that I'll use for right now. First, let's see what I would like to use versus what I'm going to use. I'd like to use something totally crazy and huge like this right here. Now, I don't have enough land or enough room on the land I currently own. Maybe I could put it over here, but I don't know. It just seems a little too much next to my house. I think I'm encroaching too much over there, and this is looking more industrial, and I don't like that being close to my house. Of course, I do have the option to even just take out these sheds, which I did mention in that last episode, but I'm not going to do that. I would also like to use something like this. Now, there's a reason I don't use something like this only. That's because this takes very specific items. And not all the items I'm making are on that list right there. So this would work for some things like the eggs, maybe even some more sunflower oil. And then, of course, I'll probably get into some milk, tomatoes, and cheese later on. But that's all it can hold, a certain list of things. So that's a no. And this right here is what I'm going to use. Now, I say I'm going to use it, but I just changed my mind because I found exactly what I wanted. The question I asked Rainbow Hacker Gaming, I already have it. I guess I just totally missed it. So I might not be using this. Let's hold tight. I got to look at a few things here. The reason I'd like to use this, obviously, it's enclosed looking, and I could say, hey, it's refrigerated, and it works out great. I may use this, but I can also build one. I can place down a building and place a storage thing inside there for pallets. So let's look at that also. This right here will store pallets. It does say bale storage 150, that means 150 pieces, but it says pallets also. So that's what I'm looking for because I need something like that that has the piece count on it to hold these specialized pallets. That's exactly why I'm using this one right here. It holds the specialized pallets. Now I can place this inside a building. I could even just place it right here inside this building and make it look like they're in there. I don't know how exactly well that's gonna look. Hey, how can I do that actually? Let's see if I can figure this out. But the idea is I could place one of these inside a building. Whether the building opens up and I can go in it, that I don't think really matters, but I'll figure it out. But right now I'm going through all my decoration buildings, seeing what I have. Basically the idea is I can place one of these down and put those pallet storage things inside of it, but also leave enough room for me to unload inside there because I can't go inside. That's the idea. But all these buildings just seem way too big. I don't seem to have enough room. So it looks like I'm going to go back to my original idea for right now. Maybe eventually I will build something myself. I could even use sheds. I could put in a shed like this and then of course put those pallet storage points inside there. Now this obviously won't look too refrigerated because there's no insulation or anything in there. And that's exactly why I'm not going to go ahead and do that with the ones I have right here. Plus I'm going to get rid of these two most likely. So let's go ahead and go back to my original plan, grab that building one. We will use it. The only thing I don't like about it is it just doesn't seem to be going with this area. I don't think. Plus, I'm not going to lie, this thing says it holds 1,000 pieces. That is a lot for how small this area is. Now, I just got to figure out where to put it in, and this looks like a great spot right here. I mean, it seems great until I got to go and pick them up, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and change up the way I transport these pallets around the farm and from production to storage, from chicken coop to storage, stuff like that. The current trailer I have right now has a little swivel point in it. This one right here obviously doesn't, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here. It will hold 24 Euro pallets, which is great. This is probably the biggest one I can find right now that's on a smaller scale. The one downside is, I believe it will require a tractor because of this hitch hookup. Perfectly fine, because I saw a tractor on sale, but let's buy this for $9,000. We're gonna get this tractor right here. It is 44% off, down to $28,000. Maybe. There's another one I was interested in, and no, it's not this big one. I just need a small one to go around the farm and move these pallets around. There's also this one right here that's 36% off and just a couple thousand more dollars. Not too bad, I don't think. After comparing upgraded engines and everything like that, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one. And I just realized that trailer I got, I put the wrong license plate on there. I forgot. Everything needs to say, I love Nug. Wait, what does it say? I love Nugget, right? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a second. Yeah, that looks right there. I love Nugget. I will go ahead and end up buying this for $46,000. I think I got all the upgrades on it I really want. I love Nugget license plate on the tractor and whatever this ugly thing is on the trailer. Let's change that. Customize. That right there looks a whole lot better. I did go ahead and get a front loader attachment and pallet forks. Yes, I do have the telehandler, and yes, I can simulate the telehandler is loading this while this is just transporting it, but I thought it'd go good with this. Went ahead and got it. Anyways, now that trailer attached to the telehandler, I don't think I need that anymore, but I believe it holds more pallets, so I'm going to use it to transport some of this stuff for a little while. In that help menu there, this does say it holds 32 Euro pallets, which is more than my other trailer, so let's go ahead and use this before I return it. I believe the way this works, I just got to drive right over this, and bam, they all go in there just like that. That's amazing. Really fast, really easy. And I have everything out of this little storage shed here. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Just sold off that trailer there for almost $32,000. Pretty good money in that thing. Did not realize that. Now the way this is going to work out, it's going to simulate, hey, this telehandler loads up this trailer. That tractor and trailer is going to be running around, moving some of the stuff, like those french fries I'm about to get out. Also, there's something else I noticed while looking into the store. There is an amazingly huge, well, it's not very big, but it holds a lot, grain trailer. I think this is fairly new. This came out, I believe, with an update for the whole Colossus pack, but that does say 5,000 M to the third power thing. I don't know. I think there's an exact name for that. I can't remember it. But either way, that's 5 million liters. That is ridiculous. Now, I do like to play stuff realistically. Just kidding. I don't. Well, not all the time, at least. Well, this is going to cost me $25,000 to buy. Oops, hold up. Hey, Nugget license plate is there. There we go. We're good. Let's buy it now. $25,000. That is ours. Now, y'all may be wondering, why do I want a trailer that holds 5 million liters? Well, there's really no reason for it except for I just want it. Why not? Oh, man, this is going to be nice. I may even get rid of my semi in that trailer. That trailer does hold 1 million liters, but I mean, if I can get one that holds 5 million and pull it around with a tractor or a pickup truck, that's a lot easier than running around with a semi or storing a semi and trailer. Speaking of that, I don't even know if I own that. Oh, yes, I do. Apparently, I got nothing leased. That's amazing. I'm going to utilize this trailer here to run around, as in delivering the potatoes to the production and maybe any other productions necessary that will use a grain trailer. And then, of course, I might end up using this during my harvest too. I'm going to pop that cover back on top there and, well, you know what? The cover's going to come right off. But either way, I'm going to leave the cover on top there, leave this trailer here because it's not going to take all that. See, didn't take all that, 65,000 liters left. But I'm able to just leave this trailer here pretty easily and say, hey, the potatoes are safe right there. At least I think they are. I also noticed a little bit of an issue with this building. They are sticking out the sides. Don't know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna have to live with that. And this is what it looks like on the inside. There's no way it's gonna stack 1,000 in there. I'm sure some of them are just gonna disappear, be invisible or something like that. Just staring at this some more. I don't know how I feel about it. There is an issue with having partial pallets in here. You may be able to tell on the bottom right there, there are all these egg pallets that say 604, 145, 58, 460, and it's just 11111. That's not good. That's an issue. That's an issue I'll solve some other day, but not right now. My finished production items, I want to go ahead and start spawning out, and they will be storing for now. So that's going to be the french fries and the potato pancakes. Also on top of that, eventually I'll spawn out some of the starch. That way it doesn't kind of build up and back up in there. But I can spawn that out manually. Got all our stock of french fries and those pancakes. Let's go ahead and get them stored away. Yes, I will say this is a climate controlled building here. Obviously it doesn't appear to be if you look very closely into it, but we're not going to look very closely into it. This is just a game. Also, one thing I did notice, this is best sell time for a few items out there, like starch, and I do have a bunch of starch in that building. Let's go ahead and get that starch, get it sold off. Might as well make a little bit of money, and I have plenty being made. Plus, we get to see how well this works out. I believe I come over here, hit R. Hey, looky there, starch. We'll go ahead and check out all 11 pallets of those. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Gosh, that sound, I just keep jumping. I almost brought y'all back in earlier, but that sound that keeps popping up, I keep jumping every time I hear it. It's scaring the bejeezies out of me. Bejeezies. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I don't think I got any more starch in here. Let's see here. Nope. All these individual eggs, those are causing issues. I'll eventually combine those or get them sold off or something. Speaking of that, you know what? Let's go ahead and check out some of them. And I can actually lift that up. That's 199 kilograms. I can lift 200 kilograms on here, and look at that, I can just carry that right over here to here. And oh, the eggs are full, but it's still going in there. That's going to work out fine. I'll leave that right there for now. Let's get all the starch picked up, and this is the main reason I want to switch out my trailer, because I'm going to have to back up to this and get it loaded up that way. It did say best sell price is at the wholesale store, which is this right here, and I believe that's the only place I can sell it. Either way, let's go ahead and get it sold off right now. See how much money we make. Ooh, that sold really fast. But almost $22,000. That was $21,965 right there. Not bad, not bad. Making a little money. There's still that question out there of what am I going to plant in this large field right here. Now, I got two options that I really want to go with, either sunflowers or soybeans. Why those two? That's what I need to make French fries, unfortunately. And now I've been leaving y'all hanging there a little bit of what I'm going to do with that large field, but you know what? We're going to figure it out this episode, but just to keep y'all wondering a little bit longer, I should probably wait till the end of the episode. Nah, not going to happen. We're going to get to it here in just a second. We are now in the month of May, 8 a.m. Something a little different. Usually I'd go all the way up to harvest time, but I got something to plant what y'all probably been waiting for. Now, if y'all memorize the crop calendar for Alma, Missouri, or just remember seeing it at one point, you would know I passed up one of the planting times. And what was that? It was sunflowers. I missed the sunflower planting time because I'm going to do the soybeans. Yes, the soybeans will be easier, but there's also another reason besides them being easier. Well, I guess this other reason does lead to them being even easier. That is how much can be stored here. Only 10,000 liters of sunflower oil can be stored here, while 60,000 liters of soybeans can be stored here. So that equals less time I have to come over here and fill it up. Yes, to make vegetable fat, it does use 2 times the amount of soybeans versus sunflower oil, but I mean, 2 times the amount in storage would only be 20,000 liters. So this is actually looking like a pretty good plan, I think. So let's go ahead and get the equipment purchased, maybe, and start planting that field. First things up, check the sales items, and hey, look at that. I wonder if I bought mine on sale. I really can't remember. Ooh, got that nice tractor in there, though. Sorry, just getting distracted by everything. Nice truck, too. Only cool people drive trucks like that. I think that's the truck I got. I'm also not exactly going with anything super realistic, and I just now realized this right here can plant potatoes also. And it's got an 18.2 meter width. Looks like bye-bye to my other potato planters, and I'm going to be using this right here. It does offer the soybeans and the potatoes, so this is my one-stop shop for planting. Why does this one cost more? Sorry, a little distracted there. I mean, obviously this one's unrealistic. It holds 65,000 liters. It plants potatoes. And then this one over here that's a little more realistic costs more. Kind of weird. Either way, let's buy it. Yes, I did say let's buy it. I'm going to go ahead and buy this because I'll be able to sell off my other ones, and I think I have enough money to pull this off. Also, with this right here, it looks like I won't need to fertilize my fields anymore either, because this has the fertilizer built into it. Ooh, that's costing a lot. 15,000 liters fertilizer for $40,500. Now let's put some seeds in there. Well, here's something I'm going to try. I'm going to try to put in something else besides regular seeds. I'm going to switch it over to potatoes. Maybe it will give me the option to put potatoes in there. Hey, there it is right there. But the question is, will I be able to switch those potatoes over to what I want? The reason I want to do that is potatoes are a lot cheaper than seeds are. So we'll stop that there. Let's see if I can change that, and it does look like I can. That is pretty cool. So let's see if it gives me the option again. Hopefully this works. Got a feeling this ain't gonna work too well. We'll go back over to the potatoes. There we go, and keep filling, maybe? There we go, gives me the option. Let's buy potatoes. Why not save a little bit of money? Ooh, this is taking all my money. Glad I ain't paying for the seeds right now. At least I think it's a lot cheaper for potatoes. But $17,825 there. We're now down to $60,000, and I need to check that out, see if it is cheaper. To buy seeds over at one of my multi-fruit buying stations, I say one of them, I got 3 of them apparently, $2,024. To buy potatoes, $387. Now that is per 1,000 liters. So yes, a whole lot cheaper. Oh man, sugarcane's even cheaper. You gotta be kidding me. I had a cheaper option. Like I said, not super realistic. If you're into something super realistic, I do have a live stream over on my other channel that is realistic, because there are no mods at all allowed. So it's as realistic as the game makes it to be. I just realized there's a crop out there that kind of does its own fertilizing. Is this soybeans? It might be. So maybe I don't even need the fertilizer for this field, and oh man, I should have topped off my tractor. Let's head back and top that off real quick. My bad. Looking at the crop calendar while I drive here, I'm pretty sure it is soybeans that don't require fertilizer, and they actually fertilize the field. So it's always like a good thing to get into a rotation. If I'm wrong, correct me. If I'm right, I guess say I'm right. I'm just kidding. I'll figure that out in a little bit, because obviously it won't use up any of that fertilizer if it's a self-fertilizing type of thing. At least I don't think. Come on. Find this filling up. There it goes. Finally got it. This is a huge tank. Oh man, $3,000 for that right there. Either I was really empty or it's a really big tank. I could tell right there, thanks to one of my mods, I'm not sure which one, but it does say there is 647 liters in this tank. Now, I don't know how many gallons that is. I'm not that smart, but I think Chris Stewart is actually. He mentioned that one episode. Whoa, somebody needs to learn how to drive. Soybeans are now off and going, and yes, they do not take any liquid fertilizer. My liquid fertilizer does say 15,000 liters, but for some reason it went down to 99% instead of 100. Don't know why that happened, but it's not using any. So I guess my theory there was correct. I say theory, I've heard people talk about it, and plus I've planted soybeans once before on my Frontier series on my other channel, which y'all should check out if you haven't already. While I got that worker going away at that field, I got a few odd ends jobs I need to do around the farm, which is transport these eggs somewhere else, also take care of the productions. And I'm sure I could find something else to do so I don't got to do that field work. It is time I go ahead and delete this shed. It's just too much in the way. Ooh, $20,000, I like that. No, while I'm at it, let's delete this one too. I'd like, ooh, another $20,000. That's what I'm talking about. Really, I just want to delete this one because I could pull through and pick up those eggs a lot easier. But hey, let's make some money out of while I'm at it. I do have these 2 potato planters here, which I apparently will not be needing anymore. Let's go ahead and get those sold off. Maybe I'll get some money returned for the product that's in there. I'm not sure how well that works out, but we'll see in a second. Ooh, that thing is expensive. $86,000 back on that. That is amazing. $99,000 back on this one. Maybe I should have repaired and repainted them first, but ooh, that is some good money right there. Was not expecting that much. I forgot how much those things cost when I bought them. Just decided to stop by, check on this worker over here, and oh no, they ended up using 1 liter of fertilizer. I better get a good yield on that 1 liter of fertilizer. Also, maybe y'all know, maybe I am planting the wrong thing here. Maybe I should have done sunflowers because I don't know how much of a yield I'm going to get on soybeans versus sunflowers versus once I start putting that into a production to make sunflower oil. Is it really worth it? It seems like soybeans is the easiest route and the best route for storing and fastest production. Seems like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to add them anytime in these videos. Well, here's something I wasn't planning for or thought about or prepared for. I should have thought about this because I just planted another field on a different series. We need to roll this field. You know what? I need to roll this field. How big of a difference will it make if I don't roll this field? Oh, well, actually, I can look at that right there. It says yield potential 100%, expected yield 98. So a 2% difference. I don't think I'm going to roll the field. While that worker's still going, I'm kind of looking into some other things I can make. Why not make it all out of this production? I do wish it ran in parallel because it's going to take a while to make a bunch of this stuff, but oh well. One thing this right here requires is onions. That should be pretty easy, right? Let's get a greenhouse. There's a little bit of an issue there. I have 2 greenhouses I can make that exact same onion. I think the Dragon's Den greenhouse makes that onion. There's only 1 onion listed in the sales item, so I'm assuming it's the exact same one. But to be on the safe side, we're going to use the greenhouse that mod actually comes with. Don't know how fast it produces, not sure. But besides that onion being exactly the same, there are some peppers and looks like a cucumber, I think, that is different that I will also need for this production. So why not? Let's go ahead and utilize this space right here. And yeah, that's a good idea, right? Let's see here. How do I want to put this in? I'm not sure. You know what? Right there looks good. Put another one in right there. 2 of them. Yes. Looks great. Little drive-through area can go right through there. Just realized I probably should have lined these up. I'll do it later. I think I can live with it right now. I'm going to go ahead and go through both these, activate the cucumbers, pepper, and onions. I say onions, but it only says pepper. I'm missing an S on the peppers, I think, because it has an S on cucumbers too. Well, you know what? Lettuce doesn't have an S. Lettuces. Is that a word? I'm just overthinking this way too much. But either way, holy cow, that holds a lot of water. Please do not fill up all the way with that water. Oh my gosh. It's going off that silo over there. And if it fills up that silo with water, I won't be able to put anything in there. I might have to get rid of this one. Yep. Let me get rid of this one. It's too close to that silo. Maybe at a later point, I could put another one in. And maybe one of them's just enough. I don't exactly know where all these will go. All I've seen so far is the onion one, but let's go ahead and put them all on distributing. That way I don't have to move them myself. We'll just go through all these together, kind of see what all I need. I need cheese for this one. That means I can buy the cheese or take the long route, get the cow, get the milk, get the cheese. I'm loving the long route, but this one right here, fried potatoes, we can go ahead and activate that. Eventually, I'll have onions come in and come over and all that good stuff. And then, of course, I need to make sure I set that up on spawning eventually, but I ain't going to worry about it right now. And then here's another reason why I should just go ahead and take the long route of getting the cows, because there's milk and butter associated with mashed potatoes. And then this one right here, ooh, I need some corn, but there's peppers. Hey, I want to use these peppers. Paprika chips. Oh, I can do that one right there. Paprika chips. What is paprika chips? Hold up, Google. All right, figured that out. Guess these are going to be a little hot. Made from fried red peppers. I guess that's what kind of pepper that is. Wasn't sure what I was thinking as far as pepper. Either way, let's activate it. Stuffed baked potato. Can't make that, but it looks like that's where the cucumber goes. Is that a cucumber? Yeah, it is cucumber. Potato salad. I can make that if I get tomatoes. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I can make that. Let's activate that, and that's going to make me go into here and start making tomatoes also. And then, of course, I'll set those tomatoes up on distributing, and they'll make a little trip over there. Well, I am starting to worry a little bit about the production costs, but I just looked up there, and the production cost for each one of these is like $2 a month. Yeah, they're all $2 a month. Just click through a few of them. Okay, what do I got here? Ooh, this one requires some bread. Definitely not going to happen there. But oh well, what is croquettes? Croquettes. I think I've heard that before. I'm going to ask Google again. I never knew I wanted the food so badly until looking up what a croquette until I looked up what that was. Holy cow, that looked so good. Deep fried roll thing? Oh man, I am so hungry right now. My kid loves rolls. I feel like he might like that one too. Ooh, I gotta find out where I can get some of those. But either way, got quite a bit more productions coming in here. And hey, look at there. Oh wait, I've already been making potato pancakes. My bad, forget what I was saying there. Let's go ahead and skip another hour. I want to see if any of this stuff kind of goes over there and starts up those productions. There we go, skipped another hour. I want to make sure those are actually up and going. And they are up and going. That is nice. Just got to keep an eye on some of these levels out here. And of course, I got to make a lot more vegetable fat. A lot more. And that may take a while. So I may end up shutting this production down once I run out of vegetable fat, because it does look like everything here requires vegetable fat except for premium potatoes. Speaking of premium potatoes, those things pay premium price. And thinking about premium potatoes make me think about premium content. So if you're liking this content right here and you think it is premium, make sure you hit that like button. That really help out this channel a lot, and I really would appreciate it. Running low on some sorghum in this trailer, figure I'd go ahead and top it off. 82,000 liters there. Now that leaves over 100,000 liters still in that silo, and that is the only thing I have in that silo. Worker is all done on the field over here, but as y'all may know and I know, it's definitely not done because there are some spots that is missed. And I was thinking more about this whole soybean thing, because I'm pretty sure once I harvest it, my field becomes like super fertilized, and I don't know if that would be good for me to plant soybeans again. I don't think it would be. So I'm thinking about making this a rotating crop field. I have no idea. I've never done that. I've heard people talk about it. I'm not sure exactly what that does, what it benefits, but obviously I'd get soybeans and free fertilizer, I think. I think that's how it works. Let me know down in the comments. Not sure if I'll make it that far on my own, but either way, if I harvest it, next thing I know, my fertilizer and state is way up there. Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and plant something else in there. And I could always use something else. As you can tell, we need some corn. Maybe I can even do sunflowers or canola. Something along those lines. It doesn't have to be stuck with soybeans. Maybe the one harvest on this huge field right here is enough soybeans to last me a couple of years in that production. You know what? Thinking about that more, I might need to get another production in because that thing is so slow. Either way, I'm going to go through, touch up the spots I got missed. Potatoes harvest time is in August. So it looks like I'm sleeping all the way up to August. Can't forget about my animals though, because I'm already forgetting about them. I'm now in the month of June, just doing my daily chores and realizing, hey, premium potatoes are best sell time right now. Should I sell that off? Also, for some reason, looks like French fries are up there too. Because the max value is $41,000 right here in July, for some reason it's saying $42,000 right now. So let's go ahead and get all those French fries sold off. I guess it's got to go to Sedalia and figure out how to do that here in a minute, I guess. But right now, I'm not going to touch the premium potatoes. I'm just going to go ahead and go right for the end product of French fries. I'll keep those premium potatoes there. And eventually, I'm thinking I might get more productions in to increase the production rate. So let's see here. What am I looking for? Am I blind or something? Oh, wait. Nope. Well, you know what? I guess I am blind because it's right here. 11 pallets of French fries. We'll get all those spawned out. Ooh, look at that. That looks nice. Man, almost ran right into those forks. Ooh, I'm gonna die. So this may be the first time I'm doing this, but Sedalia, I hope I'm saying that right, is by the train. Last time I tried to get the train, it didn't work. Let's see if it works this time. And the last time I actually tried to order the train, rent the train, whatever you want to call it, was whenever my John Deere got wrecked on that train track. But, oh well, let's see if I can get it this time and actually ship something off by the train. Probably for the first time in forever on this game. I don't know if I ever have now that I think about it. I'm sure I've had to have. I've had to have. Maybe. Looking at that help menu there on the left, looks like it is getting closer. That's a plus. That's a plus. It was 2 kilometers away. Now it's down to 1.6, 1.5 right there. There we go. There we go. You know what? These almost look like chicken fries for some reason. Just really thick breaded. Huh. Wonder what they taste like. I may be a little hungry. What? Here comes the train. Looks like it actually showed up this time. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully it's got a platform one where I can put these pallets on there. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know I get to drive a train. I see a platform 1 all the way at the end. Let's pull up and get it loaded. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Maybe going a little crazy right now. Stop, 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 stop. I guess these things don't stop on a dime, right? Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to undo the straps, jump into the train, use the universal auto load. Hopefully it can grab those pallets right off the trailer and load up automatically. If not, guess I'm going to have to load it myself. It's so far back there. Is there like not a different camera angle I can get into? Looks like it's just first person. In this view right here, I'd love to be able to jump all the way back there to the back view because I can't tell what's going on back there. Looks like they're on there. Let me run back there and make sure. Hey, yeah, looky there. All of them are on there. Looks like strap's not touching all of them, so hopefully they don't fall off. I'm sure they'll be fine. Now it's time for me to live every little boy's childhood dream of driving a train. Ready? Choo choo. Wait a second, what is the horn? That's not the horn. There it goes. It's really not that loud. Yeah, not as loud as I thought it'd be. Oh well, it's fun. Let's do this. Oh no, driving off into the unknown. The train will now drive to Sedalia and will return on the other side of the map. There we go. 106 vehicle leasing cost. Not seeing any money going up. Did my money go up? We're at 262. Man, I don't think this is going to work. You know, I've had this issue once before. I tried to use the train on Frontier on my other channel. Got a nice series for Frontier. Probably see it at the end of this video. It just ends up staying on the train for some reason, I believe. Let's see what happens. I went ahead and rented the train again. I'm not seeing any sold products or anything in here on these finance tabs. Darn. Got some sold animals though, keeping me out of the negative for right now. The train has finally arrived. Let's see if there's still stuff on the very back. And yes, there is. So that's not good at all. Ah, jeez. Let's get it unloaded, back onto my trailer, go get it sold somewhere locally. Got them all loaded back up. Looks like it's time to head over to our supermarket and get them sold there. I don't know if that's the second best sell price, but either way, that supermarket came with the mod to make these fries, so let's just go ahead and use it. And that's where I'll be selling off the rest of my products. I say Sedalia. Next time they want me to ship something out by train, looks like that's not going to happen because it's obviously not working. Don't know what's going on there. Obviously, I got some sort of mod conflict. I'm sure it's not the map. It's just all the mods I got in my folder. I got a lot. Sold those fries off right there for $39,829 plus a $399 environmental score reward. That is really nice, really nice. Now I'm going to get this back in place over here next to the pallet spawn out point. Turn it on. As the months go on, the pallets will automatically load up onto the trailer here. Maybe if I just would have waited a couple hours, all these great demands would have popped up for me and I probably could have sold those french fries for more. Nah, I'm not sure what all they are, but either way, I should pay attention to that great demand stuff. Someone out there did comment saying I should get this global goods transport pallet to suck up all the eggs that's coming out of the chicken coop. That way I don't have to keep emptying it out. So let's give this a try. I never actually tried that out. So $1,000 to buy this. I'm sure it's not very realistic, but we'll just place this right here, I guess. There we go. Looks like some eggs are going in there now. Hey, there it goes. Yeah, that's totally realistic, right? I think it is. I think it is. As those eggs spawn in there, they should go into this. And I believe this holds 200,000 liters. That's pretty nice. And I won't have to worry about dealing with the pallets anymore. There's also other methods of doing this. I do have automatic distributing for animal products. I can place down that option. As long as I got a place to send it, it will work out great. Y'all may have noticed there, we are in the month of July, and the best sell time right now for potato pancakes. I mean, August is what it says, but for some reason the prices are higher now. I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. Let's go ahead and check out all that. Shouldn't be much. It says we got 3,200 liters. I'm assuming 3 pallets maybe. Guess I was wrong because there's 4 pallets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't be much money, and I really ain't hurting for money, but oh well, let's go ahead and get it sold off. $15,591 plus a $156 environmental score reward. Let's go ahead and do the rest of my daily chores here, get into next month, because next month is going to be a very important month. That is whenever we get to harvest our potatoes and see if we meet our contract requirement. It is now 8 a.m. early August morning here, and it looks like we got a nice sunny day, but I'm also going 60 times speed. Let me slow that down a little bit. And we should have a bunch of stuff to harvest. We're up to $306,000. Not bad, not bad. I'll go ahead and top off these chickens right here before I start the harvester up. I will start up a worker for right now because I still have a few daily chores I need to do, but first things first, I want to feed those chickens. Time to open you up. Ooh, hey, just realized I got this truck in the way. I guess we'll get that out of the way. I'll probably be using this. Maybe, maybe not. I do have a larger trailer now. Well, it's a smaller trailer, but it holds a lot more. It may be time to just go ahead and sell this off. Now let's see if I can remember to lower that little conveyor belt thing there on my way out because it was hidden last time. Why don't I just go ahead and do it now? Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh my gosh, I can fold it lower? Oh man, I am such a very smart person. I thought I had it folded all the way. Guess not. Either way, we're going to grab this head right here, head out to our field. First field we're going to head for is Auto Sim Cruise field. It's the largest one. It's the easiest one to set up as a worker. And the other field is Simulation Gaming Universe's field, which is straight ahead right there. That's a pretty small field. I could probably do it myself if I don't have any other work to do. The worker is off and going now over here, harvesting up these potatoes. The contract requirement this year is to harvest 750,000 liters of potatoes. I believe we're going to do more than that on this field alone, so I don't think I got anything to really worry about. Next year, those requirements will go up as far as harvesting and selling of chickens, and we'll see what that is whenever we get there. The things to do after that harvest is done is plow, so I'll go ahead and get the plow out. I'm not going to use this tractor right here. Got a bigger one for that. It's right there. Go ahead and take that plow over to that field, get it set up and ready to go. It's not going to go until that worker is completely done. I definitely don't want it to accidentally rip up any of the potatoes. Now, after the plowing's all done, it's going to require us to pick up the stones. So let's go ahead and get this over there also, get it lined up to go, and have stuff ready to go ahead and do the next stages to these fields. Make it a little bit faster, saves me some time, works out great. I already have my semi and trailer over here right now. I was thinking about selling those two items off and just going ahead and getting a tractor and a Titan trailer that holds 500,000 liters. I do apologize, I did say the trailer does hold 5 million liters. I guess I was reading that wrong. It does hold 500,000 liters. Wait a second, then why would I get it? Oh man, I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna keep with that semi and the trailer. I don't know what I'm talking about half the times. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I guess I remember my yield off this field wrong. Got a little under 700,000 liters here. Guess I could have looked back at my old videos and figured that out, but oh well. I also don't need that semi and trailer because I can just drive this straight over to my silo and dump it out in there. And then we'll go ahead and hit up the last field we got going. But that should still give us enough to get over the 750,000 liter requirement. But that also makes me worry, will I have enough for the next year's requirement? After looking at it a little more, realizing it's just a little too difficult for this thing to set up on a course play. It doesn't seem to want to work out too well. Some weird up downs. I'm not sure, it's just not working out too well. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out myself. And that's probably why I don't already have a course play set up for it, because they've all looked weird. And that's probably why I keep doing it myself. Oh well. Won't take too long. Let me get this knocked out real quick, see how many liters we end up with. We need to get over that 750,000 liters, which I think will be a close one, but we'll get it done. Just finished up the harvest here. Got a little over 250,000 liters in here. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get it dumped into the silo, and we'll see the grand total, because there was no potatoes in this silo to begin with. So I believe it will give us the total between both fields. Maybe I'll tell on the bottom right there, the potatoes are saying 949,162 liters. That is cutting it way, way too close for me. Now, the representative from the bank did come by and take a look at all that stuff and said, hey, I met my goals, gave me a big thumbs up. Speaking of big thumbs up, if y'all are enjoying this, y'all should give the big thumbs up and hit that like button. While he was over here checking everything, he reminded me of next year's requirements, which is to harvest 1 million liters of potatoes and sell off 2,000 chickens. Now, to sell off 2,000 chickens, I believe we're not going to have any issue there. But the harvesting 1 million potatoes, that's obviously going to be an issue because we did not get that this year. Ooh, I don't know how well that's going to go. Maybe there's some potato contracts out there I can pick up, or I'm going to have to get another field. But either way, we may be in trouble. This is not looking good. I'm a little worried for the future of this farm.